What's going on, everybody? Hey, my name is Andy, and welcome to that one interesting podcast. You dig?
Perfect. Why you say that?
I'm not working on nothing. I ain't your daddy.
What is your purpose? Why are you doing what you're doing?
She gotta be at least dig. That's an awesome name. High five.
High five for what?
High five.
Welcome to the 19th episode of that one interesting podcast. And today, episode title will be Manhood. And I have a very special guest with us today. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Clyde Jean. I'm an artist. You can follow me on Instagram at maru.noise and Snapchat by the same name.
Any SoundCloud?
SoundCloud, you can check out No Name Productions or j.mts on SoundCloud.
So what exactly do you do with music? Like, you sing, you rap, you make beats? Like,
That's how it started, all three of them separately. But over time, it became like all three of them in one. Like now, like each song, I'm doing all three, more like.
so you produce, you sing, and you rap on it.
Yeah, I put myself as the beat. Like, I'm the beat.
What do you mean?
Like, I'm putting all the harmonies in the back and doing all that stuff. And it's getting built from scratch around my voice.
Oh, nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
So how long you been singing originally? Like, doing all that at once?
Oh. About 4 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm pretty nice now, if I do say so myself.
All right. I agree. But anyway, how did we come up with this episode? So basically, I texted Clyde about, yo, can you tell me something right now? Like, can you tell me something right now that you say, something that's in your life right now that you say that it'll be the most difficult things out, like, you know, the most difficult thing to understand. And he texted me back with Manhood. So I was like, all right, bet we can do an episode of Manhood. Like, we're going to have a great conversation one-on-one on what he see as manhood and my perspective on it. Then we'll see how it goes. So my first question, like, for Clyde, what would you see, like, what is manhood to you? A manhood.
It's hard to say. Only because, like, I feel like for a long time I've been trapped in this space, right?
Yeah.
It's this space in between, like, the hood and black excellence. You know what I mean? It's that space in between where you got a little of both, but both sides kind of throw you to the other side. You know what I mean? So I would look up to the hood guys, with the goals, with all that other stuff. I'm looking up to them, but then I'm looking up to the dudes in the suits with the briefcases and the whole caseload. So my definition of manhood was, like, always shifting from, oh yeah, I got to do this. Like, somebody try me, I got to do this. To
Okay.
dang, at the same time, is that really smart? Should I really be doing that? What am I putting on the line by doing? You know what I'm saying? It's always a tug. Yeah. And especially you being black in America, it's always going to be a tug unless you're deeply rooted in one or the other. So
what is your definition of, like, a manhood? Could it be the characteristic that you develop as a man?
I feel like manhood comes when you made just the right amount of mistakes.
Mistake? What do you mean?
Like, I feel like men especially only respond to two things, either consequence or reward. I'm either getting one or the other at the end of this, but I'm doing this.
You say when you get the amount of mistake, like, is it mistake that you learn from?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So mistake that will build your character for the better.
Yeah. I mean, because I'm not going to lie, like, I'm one of those people that it's the same mistake a few times.
Okay.
Because it's like I didn't learn It's like I didn't learn what I needed to learn the first time. So
now the mistake is about you not learning what you need to learn from the first time.
It becomes that, and I think that's where it lies. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And when you do make a mistake, okay, I'm not going to, I mean, and kids do it.
Yeah.
Kids do it and growing up. But when you make the right amount of mistakes to where you can say, okay, I know not to do this, I know not to do that, I know not to do this. Now you're walking this path that only you can walk because only you experience certain things. And I think the part of manhood that I would be so, it's integral part of manhood, but it's a scary part is the part where you pass that on to your son. Yeah.
So you basically having problem understanding what is manhood.
Yeah, because when the time comes and I got to pass that on, how am I going to do that? What am I going to do?
So I would say, okay, you say you balancing between black excellence and the hood.
Yeah.
So like, what do you see? Like, what is it so hard? Like comparing, like give me one scenario that you would say, oh, damn, maybe I should like, do that, what they doing in the hood and be like, oh, damn, maybe I should do that with black excellence, which is excellence. The key word is excellence. I mean, why wouldn't you go to the excellent way?
Because, there's a lot of masks that come with that side. There's a lot of masks you got to put on. There's a lot of people you got to kiss their butt.
What do you mean kiss their butt?
I'm for real, bro. Like in the hood, you in the hood, right?
Yeah.
Whoever feel whatever is going to let you know.
Yeah.
In some of the excellence areas.
Are you saying like corporate wise is just more fake and
yes,
a mask? I'll say that too, but don't you think that if you yourself being real to yourself, that can let people know what type of person you are and what type of person they're dealing with, and their way of doing things might not affect you in a way. I'm a person that believes in the atmosphere of wherever I'm at. And if I feel like the atmosphere itself is like, yo, I don't feel comfortable here. I don't feel like I can be me here. You know what I mean? So that's why, but that's what I mean when I say I'm stuck in the middle. Because if I go to the hood, right, it's sometimes the same feeling. Why? Because it could be something simple. I might say a certain word that nobody in the room might know. Like, oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And now I'm automatically, man, you be with the white kids all the time, don't you?
But at the end of the day, bro, like if you think about your life, like what do you want? Like do you want to be like someone that's successful, that's living good for the next 10 years? Like are you working towards that?
Definitely. So
now we're gonna compare outcomes. What is the outcome of someone that live in the hood? What's the majority, like what their outcome look like?
Not
majority of the time.
Majority of the time,
not too
good. But that could easily be somebody in the excellence lane that fell off in some way or form.
All right, that's fell off. Now, what's the percentage of being great with the excellent way? There's a higher chance, right?
Yeah, it's a higher.
So now we're talking about chance.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we're talking about chance and you want the next 10, 20 years, you want to be living in a good place and a good, stable life, don't you think it's better if you lean on more on the excellence way?
Well, yeah, but
because there's a higher chance on there.
There's things in excellence that can't be taught in excellence. You know what I'm saying?
No,
there's things that people have developed in the hood that can never be taken from them.
Yeah, that's true too.
And it makes them so much more successful.
But yeah, that is true. The thing I would say is if you're stuck in the middle, why don't you pick the good part of both sides?
Yeah, that's what
I'm doing. Put them together and just
because the way I see
go your path.
The way I see people in the hood, right? Okay, for example, let's say we talking about a drug dealer, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see him as just a drug dealer.
Mm-hmm.
I see him as an entrepreneur. If you go back to the past and see how things really started, when black people really did start selling drugs, it was through the government. They were being funded by the government to sell these drugs to fund wars in other countries. So,
like you say, drug dealers, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the person might have the good work ethic. You might be a good work ethic. You a great businessman. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to how you used it. So if you're going to use it to do something negative with it, you're going to have the negative aspect and negative feedback from it. Yeah. So if you're a good businessman, maybe you should like think about, let me try to do something. Let me do a business that I think that will affect people in the positive way, and that will bring me positive back.
Yeah. I just can't help but to admire it because
It's
being,
like
being black,
it's
in
harder.
America,
Like I was listening to this
Yeah.
podcast by Tom Bilyeu. He was interviewing this guy. He was a homeless guy. I forgot his name, and he used to be homeless, right, in high school. And at a point, he started seeing what the drug dealers was doing in the streets. So he didn't have anything. So he turned out, he started selling drugs too. So he was explaining how hard it is for drug dealers to do what they do, because it takes so much energy, and once you get good at it, like you got some good skills that you can turn and use it in some other aspect that's gonna bring you positive back at you. But he was saying, oh yeah, the person that's selling drugs, they got to look out for who's undercover, who's not for them, who's their enemy, who's trying to play them and stuff. So you got to know all that stuff. And the thing is, you got to look out over your shoulder, which is a lot harder. You know what I'm saying? But the people that stay there for a long period of time, they develop this habit, this skills that they have that, I don't know.
It's really skills to run a business.
Exactly.
So I look at that and I'm just like, yo. And I noticed it the first time. When somebody I knew that was doing that went to school. Yeah. He went to school and he showed me his grades one time. Like he went online and showed me his grades. A. I'm like, bro, why you doing this? He was like, once you understand it, it's just about understanding. Like I can do this. Like, yo, this situation doesn't have to be the situation. Why? Because I can go do this real quick, get this money, and change this whole situation right now. You know what I mean? I gotta admire that because, my mentality for a long part of my life was to wait on someone else to bring me the answers.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
that's crazy. My mentality is like, if I have an idea, I just go research it up and trying to get it done. Like anything that I think of, I always have ideas in my head. They have everything on the internet. You just got to make sure you pick the right things. That's the thing too. It's kind of risky and it's 50-50. You can always go on the internet and find things that you want, but not everything on the internet is always right.
What?
You have to willing to take that risk on trying to find out what you need. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't feel flat.
It's a lot of research. At the same time, you can, in a certain way, the way a person writes something on the internet, sometime, I'm not saying 100% of the time, but sometime you can tell if it's good or not. Yeah. So like I say, if you have an idea, any idea, you can always go on the internet. I guarantee you will find someone else that wrote about what you were thinking. Like, don't ever think that you're the only person that thinking of this type of idea.
I had to grow out of that.
Yeah, bro. And the thing is, not everybody's gonna do things for you. Everybody's like, we live in a very selfish world. Not everyone's gonna willing to work with you and do things for you. At a point, you gotta grow up and go get what you need and build the skills that you need and learn new things. Because I guarantee you, you're not gonna find somebody that's willing. Not everybody's willing to help you out because everybody's doing their own thing. But if you find someone that's like trying to help you out, that supported you, like you need to be really appreciative of that person because it's not easy to find someone like that. The thing is, me right now, I'm at a point, when I used to help a lot of people, the things that I get scared of, I help people so much that I end up wanting the things more than they want themselves.
Wow.
That's the thing. That's the one lesson I learned. So, I love helping people. If I know something, I'm gonna help you out. I like to see someone come from the
bottom,
and keep growing and nourishing up. If I know something, I'm gonna help you out, and we can work together. It's teamwork. 2% is way better than one. So that's what I say. So I love helping people, if they want it themselves. Now what I do is, if I know someone need my help, I just give them a test. I just, if you really want this, go do that, do this, then you can come back and talk to me and now we'll do what we got to do. That's the number one test. So if they do what they got to do, that means they tell me that they really want it. Then now that's when I take the initiative to start helping you. Like people ask me, oh yeah, I play music. So if someone asks me, yo, can you teach me how to play guitar? I know a lot of time when people would start playing guitar, their fingers started to hurt. And next thing you know, they quit. But I tell them, yo, you know, you can go on YouTube, learn a couple notes, buy yourself a guitar, come back and let me know what you do and show me. Then we'll go on from there. But if you can't do that from the beginning, I don't think you'll be able to do the rest. That action is already proved to me that you really, really want to do what you're trying to do. But what you had to say about like how did you change on not waiting on people and just doing it yourself now?
I got tired of being in last place. I got tired of realizing that every time something went wrong, I was always like pointing a finger.
Accountability.
Exactly. So when it hit me, like, okay, I'm not gonna ask this person to do this. I'm just gonna go do it.
Okay.
So I started doing that. Then I started doing that too much. Then I got caught up in, yo, I'm a man now, so I got to do everything by myself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm starting to do everything alone, not asking for help, even when I need it. So now I got to find this balance in between to where, like, no, I'm not going to ask for help like that, but I know when I need to ask for help. So now that's where I'm kind of at. Yeah, I can take care of this. Now I'm more confident in my abilities. I can take care of this, and this. But these, I know I need help. I learned it. I think it hit me the hardest when I made up my mind that I wanted to own something. I wanted to own like my own business, right?
Yeah, that's hard.
And then I was looking at videos.
Yeah, a lot of people be saying, "Oh yeah, you can't own your own business," but it takes a lot of work to own your own business.
And then after he said that, he was like, well, he knew that he couldn't do everything. So what he did was found somebody that could handle it like 100%. Yeah, I'm not an expert here, but he's an expert.
I'm glad you say that too.
Yeah.
And me owning my own, I got my own DJ thing. I do my own podcast thing, and I do a little bit here and there. The hardest thing to find is someone that will bring 100, like the same energy that you bring toward a goal that you're trying to reach. It's the hardest things to find. That one person that you can say, oh, yeah, I trust him to, you know, to work together and, you know, and build something. It's so hard, especially being a musician, bro. Most musicians, I'm not trying to bash any musician, but majority of musicians are very unreliable, man. Me, I'm a person that if I told you I'm going to be there at this time, I'm going to be there at this time.
I ain't going to lie, though. You kind of different because most musicians are procrastinators, bro.
Yeah. Like me, like I say, if I told you I'm going to be somewhere, like I'm going to be there. Like if you have this and this and that. And the thing is, a lot of people it's not consistent. Consistency. Not a lot of people are consistent, man. That's one thing too. And the energy that I bring, like me and my work ethic that I'm trying to build, the energy that I bring, it's so hard to find that person that match the same energy. Cause I think different, man. I think in the way that anything that I think about, I feel like there's a way you can figure it out and do it, man. For example, if I give you this example, if we're doing something with 3 people and we fixing something, we building an event, we're doing it with 3 people, and someone dropped out of nowhere. In my mindset, I'm thinking that person dropped out. Now I got to figure out a way to make it work with 2 of us. Not a lot of people think like that. Some people, one person dropped out. Oh, damn, the event is done. God, man. Now they start complaining. Me, as soon as I see the problems, I think of a solution. Yeah. Oh, yeah, 2 people, one person drop out the event. Now it's 2 of us. Let's ask him what he was doing so we can learn it and balance it out between the 2 of us so we can make this work out. Yeah. Simple. But not a lot of people think like that. Like if you're going to have problems do not solve with problems. You complaining about the problem is not a solution. Wow. Problems do not solve problem. Solutions solve problem.
Yeah, I just started putting my head down and I had to go ghost and just work because I knew that me being around everybody.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah, me being around everybody, I'm not.
Yeah, sometimes I do that too. Like sometimes when I had to learn how to control that. Like once I'm with a lot of people, I kind of lose focus on what I was trying to get at.
Exactly.
Sometimes I just go ghost and just do what I got to do and keep it going.
And you know how I am, bro. So it's like, bro, once I go and like I'm around a bunch of people and I'm gone, bro. I gotta stay focused. It has to be an everyday thing because if I let myself go for a little bit, if I let myself go for a little bit, because I'm training myself in my discipline.
Habit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's breaking habit and replacing them with good habit.
Exactly. It's tough though. It's like
exactly. It's gonna be tough, bro. That's what I told you. When things get tough, you growing. You're supposed to get excited when things get tough. Like, I'm not saying you excited like
I know I'm
literally
like,
right, but yeah. When things get tough, make sure that toughness, like, you know, it's towards the things that you're trying to get. Like, it get tough. If you like overcome tough time, I mean, certain things will get more easier for you to understand and go through, especially when it comes to habit. In one of our episodes, we talk about building new habit and breaking bad habits. And the thing is, you can't break habits. You just got to replace it with a good one. That's the thing. Life can be so simple, but certain people don't see it that way. Imagine if you micromanage and think in a certain way that can that can affect your life in a positive way. You know, let me build those good habits, because once a thing become a habit, it's easier for you because you do it every day. You're used to it now. Now it's a habit. You know what I'm saying? So once you make it a habit, I think it'll be a real easy for you and just go with the flow, and positive things gonna come at you.
It's crazy, bro, because it's like if I could tell you how many times I hit my face just this year, like fell flat on my face, but it's only because I'm doing things now that I never even thought it was possible.
Talking to Mike.
I'm doing things now that I never even thought was possible.
That's growth, bro. That's growth.
But it's hard to know if I'm going in the right direction or the wrong one, because it's like
the thing is, like, if you do your research and you learn and you focus on your craft and you do research. Now we live in a very social world. We got social media. You listen, like, especially listen to podcasts. There's a lot of podcasts out there that talk about people's journey, how to be better, how to better yourself. Like, that's why I like to listen to what other people go through, because I can learn something from that. So I listen to a lot of other podcasts about people, aspects on life, how they see things, how they go through things. You know, I learn from that and apply certain things that they do in my life in order for me to get where I want to be at.
So let me ask you then.
Yeah.
You doing a lot of work. I see you doing a lot of things right now.
Yeah.
Where are you trying to go? Like, what are you trying to be?
Me, myself, I do a lot of things. The goal is, I know if I do those things for a consistent period of time, it's going to, at a point, all those things going to benefit me in a great way. Cause like, I feel like the thing is, a lot of people are not consistent with what they do, man. They quit after 2-3 months of not getting the result that they saw from someone that made it. Mm-hmm. Once they don't get that result, their mindset change about what they was trying to do. But you know how much potential that you missed out on reaching, man. But the thing is, what I do is I do a lot of things. I play music, I DJ, and I podcasting, and I go to school. All those three things are like really connected, because I play music and I DJ, which is music and podcast. It's basically a form of entertainment. So with all those three things, you know, if I do them consistently and get better at them, I guarantee you one of them will
pop off. Yeah.
And all you got to do is stay consistent with it, man. And the hardest thing by doing this, you got to learn how to time management. Manage your time.
That's the hardest part, man.
I'm always busy. But yeah, where do I see myself going with all this? I don't know. But I know, like, if I stay consistent with it, it'll grow and get better.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that, bro. Because what hit me was, you know, it was about at like the 2-year mark of me making music. I realized, damn, I got 5 stuff right now, and nobody even knows. Like, what am I doing wrong? What's going wrong?
All right. You got good music, but nobody even know about it. So what do you think is the problem right there?
That was at the 2-year mark, bro. I'm 2 years after this now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you solved that problem.
Yeah, I solved that problem.
All right. How did you go about solving that problem?
I realized that the music is only 10% of this shit. Like, it's only 10%, bro. Like, I could go in the studio every day and keep making this fire, and I will be in the same situation. So I done seen, after 2 years, I've seen what happens when I make music and just go to the studio. Now it's time to add something else. You know, so at year 3, it started to be, okay, I'm going out and performing my song. You know, I was always singing,
Yeah.
stuff, but now I'm performing my stuff. You know, and seeing how it affects people.
You know, do you want like I should put that the mashup we did, bro? You never finished that mashup,
Bruh, you sound upset, bro.
I'm not upset. I'm not upset at all.
No,
I was just asking you, like, do you want me to include that in this episode at the end so people can listen to it? Because it's not done all the way
done.
through,
I
but
don't want them to hear that. It's not done, bro. You can't do that.
that's crazy.
They gonna be like, "This how this nigga sound?"
But it sounded good though, dude. Like just from the
straight, it was good. I know where I can take that. I know where I can take that. I know who I can give that to. You feel me?
Yeah.
Put that sizzle on that bit, a little piece.
So how did you like fix that people not listening to your music? Did you go out and you say you went out and advertising?
Yeah, I started, but I didn't believe in my music. Of course, they're not gonna. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't believe in it, it started when I was. I got off stage. I got off stage at a performance, and I realized, dang, the only thing I wanted to do was get off stage the whole time. Like, as soon as I walked on stage, I'm like, all right, let me hurry up and hit this. I'm gonna hit this real quick so I can get off. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? This is my baby I'm about to give to these people right now. You know, I should never go in on the stage or anything like that. Go into anything thinking, all right, let me just hurry up and hit this so I can be done with it. Especially if it's something I created. So that's when it started changing. Let me start actually throwing my words out and trying to connect with these people. I realized I had a fear of that. I had a fear of being rejected. I realized that. I was like, no.
Especially when it comes to art, not everybody's gonna like the same thing.
But being scared of it held me back for 2 whole years, bro. This is year 3 we talking about. So for 2 whole years, and I've already been singing in front of people my whole life. So when it came to my songs, I was scared. I'm like, nah, what if they don't like this? So then I did it, right? I started singing songs.
Bro, what would you like? What would you think they don't like it, bro? How many times have you sang around people would say, damn, Clyde, you sound good, bro?
Bruh.
That's crazy, bro. Like me and Clyde performed at the school one time for open mic, bro. Everybody went crazy. This man still like, what the? I don't. Please explain, bro.
You're your own worst critic, bro.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
You gotta ask people. Like you sent them to your friends, say, bro, how do I sound?
That's
some musical, like people that got good ears and stuff.
That's what I'm doing now. That's what I'm talking about. Look, I'm gonna show you something after this show. You know what I mean? Like, shoot, I've been doing that. I'm growing in that way. I found somebody because I'm not a business minded first person. I'm an artistic minded person. So what I did after, realizing I need a business mind with me, I went and got myself a business mind. Crazy how it happened, bro. I realized that everything that I need comes to me when I least expect it, bro. But if I'm sweating it, like, oh, I need this super bad, it don't come every time. So I needed somebody that was business minded badly, bro, because I was fucking up, bro. I was fucking up bad.
Yeah.
So I went to a racetrack. I'm in my feelings, bro. I go to a racetrack in my feelings, trying to, just get something to drink, head back out, bro. This man sees me. He talking, he spitting game. I knew what he was doing. He don't want to tell me. To this day, he don't want to tell me. But he was spitting game to the girl behind the desk. So I walk up, I'm about to pay for my stuff and leave. This man say, hey, what's up?
Good.
This man say, hey, you need a director for anything? A director?
How does he know did he know you sang or something?
No, he didn't know. Like, we just started talking like a director. I don't need no goddamn director, bro. What I need a director for? So we get to talking. I find out, dang, he's actually a manager branching out into directing.
Did you figure out everything about him?
Yeah, I had to.
Okay.
I let time do it, though.
Okay.
I just kept conversating with him, hitting him up, seeing where his head was at about this idea or that idea. All the ideas I had, now I had a business mind to put behind it and really analyze it. Okay. Light. So I gave him all my ideas. Hey man, look, what you think about doing this for promotion? Okay, what you think about handling this for a show? I have a deal coming up. Okay, let me what should I sign for? What should I push for? You know what I'm saying? How much should I get a show for this?
Okay.
Stuff like that. And when I really started jumping headfirst into the business, I started immediately fucking everything up. I'm not gonna lie. I started immediately messing everything up. But I was learning so quick, bro.
So what is exactly Clyde, you need to turn off your phone, bro.
Man, it's an alarm.
Again. But what is exactly that you learn now? What is your business like? What is the business about? Is it like performing out?
It's about owning my own masters and owning my own publishing.
Okay.
because I write all my own music.
Okay.
And I got into a situation where, I wrote something for someone else, and they took that song. I didn't write a whole song. I only wrote like the hook, but I had them sing the hook. They asked me for the hook. I wrote it for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So they took the song and ended up getting signed off that song
That's crazy.
in Atlanta. So I'm like, damn. And they getting signed to, you know who Pee Wee Longway is?
Yeah, I know who that is.
All right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn.
So what happened with that dude?
He doing great, I hope. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
he ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't eat nothing off that,
That's crazy.
So that's when it hit me, like, bro, I got to be on point, bro. Because that's when I started realizing, yo, I'm kind of the shit. I'm kind of the shit, bro.
That's crazy.
Nah, but yeah, that's when I learned, like, it's sharks out here, bro.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And they're going to do whatever they got to do to feed their family,
Themselves,
bro.
yeah.
Just because we cool, we clapping hands and shit, I got to peep the little shit. Because the little shit, I got to peep what you saying with a smile on your face, bro.
Yeah, I can't. Honestly, me, myself, like, if we work together, I'm not going to do that. Like, that's just
It's
like.
weird. It's weird. Like, damn.
I don't like people like that, but that's them.
They eat.
Not saying don't like, but I just dislike their that type of behavior and mentality. But the thing is, if we're working together, bro, we gotta eat together. Like, you feel me?
Yeah. I mean, it's whatever, I know it's gonna happen in the end. Because if just like a little hook could do that, you know what I'm saying? Imagine what a whole song that I write for me is gonna do.
I mean, like, at the end of the day, you gotta think about the environment that you put yourself into,
Man,
where you go and what you do. Like, are you staying in the same environment? Like, I mean, like, so social media can do it also, but are you really going on social media advertising yourself? You put out music, you put out mixtape, you pass flyers, say, yo, listen to my music. You share it out share it out to all your friends. Yo, I just dropped a new single, this and that, check it out. Have you been doing that?
yeah, but not as much
You
as I
need
should.
to do that.
Yeah, not as much. as
Lil
I
Baby, not Lil Baby,
should. The baby.
the baby. He said he used to put flyers on girls inside a bathroom stall. So when the girls go inside the bathroom store to use it, they'll see his face popped up right there in the club.
He himself. He went in there. He went in the girl's bathroom.
I don't know if he him or
I was
not.
just
He
checking.
probably did. You never know. I don't know.
Hey,
But man, if you really want it, bro, you gotta go get it. Like, work for it and go get it too, bro.
you're right, man. I'm gonna have to jump in some girl bathrooms.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What would you say now that we talk about manhood and certain things that you went through the past 2-3 years, not understanding manhood? Like, what is your perspective now on going forward on manhood?
I realize I can't walk with 10 commandments in my pocket, basically. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. When situations come, it's about how I react in that moment. You know what I mean? I can't, and once I react, there's no taking it back. So I try to keep a good head on my shoulders, and for when those moments come, boom, I know exactly how I want to react right then and there. Because my biggest problem was, I wouldn't know how to react, but my body's still moving. Like, I'm doing something. Bro,
That's crazy.
Side note, bro.
Go ahead.
Side note. Andy, bro. I just got a question for you, bro.
Go ahead.
You remember that one time at the church, bro? Way back, man. Like, we was like, I don't know, I think we was 10 years old.
Yeah.
Bro, and I can't believe I'm saying it. People just walked in. Yo, you remember I fell in shit?
Oh no.
Bro, look, let me tell you. Look, I'm gonna have to tell y'all how Andy did me, bro. Look,
Yeah.
we playing.
No. You know what? Let me tell that story. I was thinking, you know what? Before we record that episode, I was thinking about that story.
I was thinking about that shit too, bro. I'm like, yo, why is this in my head?
I was thinking about that story before we did that. I don't know why I didn't bring, but that's a good thing you bring it up though. What happened was we got off church practice. It was me, my little brother Clyde, and this guy named Jeremiah, a friend named Jeremiah, right? So after church, Clyde always been that guy that's clumsy and stuff like that. He's always been clumsy, man.
I'm not clumsy. I'm just a little wild.
You clumsy, but funny in a way. Certain things that you do, it would be hilarious.
I'm not claiming clumsy.
So So after church, as kids, we trying to go outside and play and stuff. So me, Clyde, Jeremiah, and my little brother was running around, playing around, running.
Nah, we wasn't just running.
You was not running?
Niggas was pushing. Niggas was pushing hard.
Who
bruh.
pushed it? Wait, who pushed
Bruh,
it
somebody
down?
pushed me. I think it was Wells.
I think it was. I don't know, but
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Jeremiah shook me. That's
Yeah.
what it was. He shook me. I ain't gonna lie.
we started running. I think we was playing tag, and out of nowhere, we start smelling dog.
Nah, that's not
dog
what
shit,
happened.
bro.
Nah, bro.
It is, bro. Like we were smelling dog shit,
Bruh, I felt
and we were smelling dog shit. After I was like, "Yo, do y'all smell that?" Clyde said, "Nah." Jeremiah was like, "You smell that dog poo somewhere like that?" Everybody checked their shoes under their shoes, and nobody step on dog doodle. And we continued playing. It was like Jeremiah was like, probably some dogs took a dump somewhere around the church, and we probably we didn't see it. I was like, that thing is strong. Like we're smelling it. Like
it's staying with us.
Yeah, and we start running, and we still start smelling it. And Jeremiah noticed it. It was like, Clyde,
What's that
on your back, bro?
What? look, let me tell you from my point of view, bro. This is why I knew shit went wrong, bro. Look, so we playing. Jeremiah shakes me, and he kind of mushed my face. Mushed my
man.
face. I felt it. And if I ain't moved the way I moved, bro, he could have broke my neck. How hard he pushed my face in, bro. So I landed on my side. Now we playing on grass, right?
Yeah.
I hit the ground. I'm supposed to hit the ground and stay there, bro. I hit the ground and slid.
That's crazy.
I said, "Hold on, bro. That can't be mud. That can't be mud."
So that happened?
I landed on it.
I didn't even know
felt it.
that.
I felt it.
Go ahead. Oh, and on your back.
On my back, bro. I said, "What the fuck?" I'm thinking that was a real soft piece of ground. I get up, bro. We go right back to playing. I'm right back in it.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? We playing. All of a sudden, I remember I went like this to go push somebody. I put my arms back. My elbow hit something.
That's crazy. The only person it could have happened to, Clyde, bro.
Bruh.
Something always happened to
Let
Clyde.
me tell you something. If for people that don't know, me and Andy been friends for a long time. I'm like this man's troublesome little brother.
Nah, you're not my trouble.
Nah, Wells got it. But
Wells is not. Clyde's the person that always have something going on that be like, what?
it's crazy.
How the hell do you? How like I don't understand. Like, bro, you gotta understand, bro. I'm telling you, bro. You got to understand,
bro,
bro.
it really be like that, bro. It really be like that, bro.
I was like, this guy. I just laugh sometimes. Like, Clyde, why didn't you do that, bro? At the time, you gotta understand.
That was-
I was not doing.
I was not thinking that shit. Like, that's what I was saying, bro. I don't be thinking about that shit. That's what I'm saying.
like,
I'm trying to grow.
What did you try? I was like, what the freak, man?
I'm trying to grow. That's what I'm talking about,
That's
bro.
crazy. At the point when we saw, I was like, Jeremiah was like, Clyde, what's that on your back?
Oh,
So
man.
Clyde was like, what you mean? What's that on back? In my back? And Jeremiah was like, what? It was like, oh shoot, Clyde, you got dog poo in your back,
Talking
bro.
about my whole back.
The funniest thing was like, how the hell? Most people usually step on dog poo. You know, I was thinking like, it gotta be Clyde, bro. Most people usually step on dog poo, but Clyde got it all on his back, close to his neck, bro.
Close to my, bro. I had a collar. If I ain't have a collar, bro, and it didn't go under the collar, bro, it'd have been on my neck, bro.
Oh my gosh. The funniest thing, Clyde had to go home with his shirt off. Like, I think you had
And
to
I
ride
was
the
fat.
car.
I was fat. That's the part. That's the part that hurt. My mom's came out. I'm thinking my mom's about to have sympathy. She started sliding on me, bro.
Man, that was funny. And the other funny thing is, Clyde texted me a couple of days, I think a couple weeks ago.
What?
Yeah, about
Oh my, bruh. They almost got me, bro.
Restract. Go ahead, explain
They
that
almost
story.
got me.
Explain that story.
Bruh, so look, I'm at the front desk. You know what I'm saying? I'm handling the cashier, the register. So this lady comes up. It was either cigarettes or beer, because that's the only two things people in Polk County get mad about like that in gas stations: beer or cigarettes. So it had to be cigarettes. Matter of fact, yeah. So she got mad about cigarettes. She said, "Oh, do you guys have 305 shorts menthol?" I'm like. Nah, I just checked for the customer that was in here 5 minutes before you, so I know we don't have it in the back nowhere. She was like, "Well,"
By the way, this will be the interesting segment for this episode. Go ahead,
she was
Clyde.
like, "Well, can you go check just for me?" I was like, "I would, but since I just checked, I'm not about to go check again. I already know it's not back there." Now that's the real voice I really use, bro. Like I'm trying to be calm with this lady. This lady asked again. Well, I'm not leaving. I need you to check back there before I go, because if it's back there and you're telling me it's not, then I just made this trip for nothing. Yeah. I was like, miss, I'm sorry. You made this trip for nothing because I don't have it back there, right? So then she get mad. She huff puff. I say, all right, somebody else gonna serve you. I call my manager. Manager come through. He tell her the same thing I did. She just leave. I'm like, damn, I guess I ain't say it nice enough, right? She leaves. She go to the pump. I'll never forget. Pump 5, bro. She go to the pump. Next thing I know, this nigga's walking behind her, right? Mm-hmm. She's huffing, puffing still all the way to the car. Turn the car on. Huff, puff. Take the car off park. Huff, puff. Bro, she backed up instead of driving forward, bro.
Wow.
Whack this nigga. Whack.
Did the ambulance came?
Bro, he got right back up.
Oh.
I'm like, what this man eating? I gotta eat what he eat, but hell, he got right back up, bro. And I'm shocked. I'm shocked, right? Mm-hmm. So tell me how the police come. He came in. She was still outside in the car. He came in and asked me, "Oh, can I see the footage off the cameras?" I'm like, "Nah, sir. You gotta call the
the manager."
Yeah, shit like that. The manager say, "No, you gotta call police or something like that. You gotta call the head of racetrack or something like that." So
for real?
Yeah, you gotta call. The police can't even come in and get it now.
Oh wow.
So the police eventually showed up because the dude called police. Of course, he trying to get that money.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Immediately, as soon as the cops pulled up, this nigga immediately started holding his shoulder. I said, "Oh yeah, I know what he doing." But yeah, so then they come in, like they talking out to the girl, to the woman for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? Then they come in, right?
Yeah.
They come in. They come to the cashier. I'm thinking they about to get some drinks. I'm like, "You guys are good." They come up. They say, "Oh, the lady outside says, she was so frustrated about what happened in here that she didn't even understand what was going on outside when she put the car in reverse." I'm like, "What was she mad about?"
My God.
She said, "You were being very rude to her and messed up her whole day and really made her distraught." I'm like, "Distraught? Man, come on, bro." All I told her was we don't have the cigarettes that she needed, bro.
Yeah.
But then, as I'm telling them this, the lady comes in, bro. And, she still ain't had no cigarettes, so she mega blowed, bro.
That's crazy.
Start snapping on me, bro. I ain't even finished what I was saying. Start snapping on me, saying I'm rude, I'm disrespectful. Start selling out all this stuff, talking about every time she come here, I'm always rude, I'm always disrespectful. I'm like, damn. And my boss standing right there, right?
Yeah.
He could have been like, "Oh, no, that's not true. I get nothing but good things about Clyde." Nigga didn't say nothing, bro. Nigga didn't say nothing, bro. I'm just standing there like, wow. So y'all not gonna help me? So I'm looking at the cops. The cops looking at me. I'm like, bro, I already told you what I had to tell you. So now we stuck. It's a stalemate. Mm-hmm. Damn. I panicked. I did a Snapchat.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh man, what are y'all niggas come and save me?" Like for real. I meant that, bro. I meant that. Y'all seen that shit, bro? I was dead serious, bro. I was dead serious. Wasn't nobody hitting me up to come save me.
I mean, I replied back though.
Yeah, you replied back, "Nigga, you stay home." Nigga, you stay home. Man, come on, I was dead. I was trying to play it cool.
I replied back because I thought it was funny. I said, "Clyde, what's going on?"
Yeah,
bro?
he cracking up. He cracking up, and I'm dead serious. Like it just ended when he replied, bro. Because a lady that I sold a winning lottery ticket to had come in, and she helped me
So
out.
you told me you texted your brother.
Oh, I texted Sean for no reason.
Yeah, what he say?
I'm like, "Bro, Sean, they got me." He said, "Huh?" I said, "They got me, bro. You asking too many questions. They got me, bro. Just tell mom and dad they got me." Who was they? I'm panicking, bro. I'm scared, bro. Like, damn, they really got me. They really got me, bro. All on my mind, my dad's words. My pops don't play, bro. My dad told me straight up, "Clyde." He said, "Clyde, look, okay? When you leave this house, if they come and they get you, okay, do not call me. You don't know me, okay? You don't know me. You don't know this house. You don't know your mother. You don't know Sean. Don't call nobody." I said, "Damn, so how I'm going to get out?" "I don't know. You tell me."
Oh, my gosh.
Shit, all right.
It's crazy.
That's real.
So, yeah, when the lady that bought a
Yeah, the
winning lottery tickets.
I remember this lady, bro.
Yeah.
She bought it. She told me before she left. And if y'all work at a gas station, y'all know they always say this, bro. Oh, I'm gonna remember you if I win. All right, cool. They be lying though. So this lady came back. She actually came back, bro. She won $100. She trying to give me a 20. Right, because she was like, "Oh, his service was so good, I was gonna come back and give him a 20." You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm getting hyped. Oh, I'm about to get off and get 20. I bet. So I go back because everything finished up. She came to the front. I cashed it out for her, bro. I'm thinking, I'm gonna give her the 100. She gonna give me the 20. I can't just hold the 20. You know?
Yeah.
So I gave her the 100. She was like, "Well, I would give you $20, but it seemed like I just helped you out a big deal right there." Huh? Bitch, you ain't gonna give me the 20?
Oh my gosh.
Bitch, I might need that. You know.
So what happened after with the cops? Like,
the cops left because they got her on hitting the dude first off.
Yeah.
And then trying to lie on me about it because somebody came and testified. Then my boss want to come and be like, "Oh, nah, he's a good kid. Shut up, man. He could have been came and said that junk. You know,
that's crazy.
I know he want me fired, bro. I'm about to transfer for real. Y'all sleep. I'm about to transfer for real. That junk.
Hey, don't say that too loud because if you listen, you get fired right now.
I'm transferring, bro.
Man. That's crazy, man.
You better not try me no more either.
Oh, man, that was funny. But hopefully you'll learn something new from this episode. So you have been listening to that one interesting podcast and about Manhood and Clyde's story, which was very funny.
Oh, let me tell you about
make sure you'll follow him on what's your Instagram, Clyde?
Oh yeah, Maru.noise.
Maru.noise. Your SoundCloud?
Same name.
All right, guys. Make sure you'll follow him and we out.